Welcome to your mid-week pick a card reading. I'm so excited this week. I'm going to be reading with the new beautiful astrology tarot. So I can't wait to see how this one goes. I'm testing this deck, so let me know what you think. But for now, let's tap into the energies here, what your message will be for this reading. Group 1, we have aquamarine. Group 2 is the pink opal, and group 3 is the blue sodalite. So please take a moment, see which one resonates with you most, and I'll be back with your reading. Group 1 to the tarot astrology reading. The cards that have come up for your reading today, Group 1, is the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, the Devil, the Death card, and the World card. A lot of major arcana coming up for you, Group 1, which means there's a lot of big energy, life-changing situations around you. A lot of introspection about your life in general. What did you come for? What are you here for? What's your next move? What changes are coming for you? You feel there's something big in the air, something big to do with a life mission or a goal or some kind of big energy coming your way. And the major arcana aligns to that energy. It validates your feelings. So let's begin with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is ruled by the Capricorn energy because it's all about earth energy, material balance, finding balance between effort and endurance. So the Two of Pentacles is a moment of balancing. It could be balancing your finances. It could be balancing how much effort is going into something, into one part of your life versus another part of your life. It sits next to the Devil card. And the Devil card asks, are you tied to fears, vices, or obsessive behavior? So trying to find balance that allows you a freedom, that allows you to be able to free yourself from the hurdles and obstacles that hold you down. What is it that's holding you back? Do you feel like you're moving, putting in a lot of effort, but not going very far? Something is holding you back. Now, the Nine of Wands. This is about resilience. It can be about fatigue and burnout. I've laid the cards in the upright position. If I feel intuitively drawn, I will read their reverse meaning. But I am feeling a little bit of burnout or fatigue coming in from the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is coming in from a Sagittarian energy, and Sagittarian energy is about morals and ethics, the right thing to do moving forward. But it is also about expansion, and because it's a Nine of Wands, we are talking about expansion here as well, growth. So maybe you are feeling a bit burnt out from your experiences, trying to grow or trying to expand. And maybe you're trying to find the right level of balance of well-being and growth without burning yourself out too much. We have the Death card on the table, and the Death card talks about change, but it also asks you to let go of situations that you have outlived. So sitting next to the Nine of Wands, it is saying, is it time to let go of the imbalance going on around you, the physical exertion, the endurance that you're putting in, and that you have done so in a very resilient way? So it's saying you've done this for a long time. You've worked very hard for a long time. Maybe now you have some changes coming. Maybe you've been working very hard to let go of any vices or fears or obsessive behaviors, trying to get balance in your mental health, balance in your physical body. Maybe you're releasing or letting go of sugars or bad behaviors, alcohol, smoking, different vices or habits that you have that you know are not good for you. And maybe you're facing a situation where you know you have to let some things go because they're not good for your physical body. You need to find more balance on the physical and not feel so fatigued. So there are some things that you're having to let go, some habits that you have that you need to change and let go of. Now the Hermit here asks you to, for a moment of introspection. The Hermit asks, where is life asking you to seek your own light, to go within, to find answers from within? Ask yourself the questions. Why are you feeling burnt out and fatigued? Why do you feel like you need more work-life balance? What situations are you bound to? Hurdles, obstacles, your work life, long hours? And what changes do you need to make? The World card, it brings the end of a chapter. Sitting next to the Death card is saying there's changes on the horizon for you. Maybe you're ending situations where they've been hard and difficult into something that's more freeing. Maybe you're needing to walk away from this harder energy, hurdles and obstacles into something that's more soul aligned. The World card talks about endings, but it can talk about endings in a challenging way. Maybe it's the end to certain challenges, things that have been holding you back. The World card asks you, what completions are you finally ready to reclaim as your truth? What are you ready to release and let go of that you've outlived? And what experiences have helped you grow, but they're now time to let go? Let me know what you think. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you again next week. Welcome back, group 2. Let's see what the Astrology Tarot will reveal for you today. This is my new deck that I'm testing. The cards that you have today are the Fool, Temperance, Judgment, Page of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Now, I've laid them all in the upright position today, but if I feel intuitively drawn, I will read the black line, which is the reverse meaning. So let's begin with the Fool. The Fool's on a new journey. The Fool is ready to take a step into the unknown, begin something new. And the Fool asks, are you willing to begin even without a map. So to start something without seeing the outcome, it's something that maybe you are inexperienced in, you don't have the knowledge. But this card is saying that you need to trust. You always have guidance with you. Your guides are here to help you through the situation. It sits next to the Page of Swords. Inquisitive, ruled by Gemini. Active mind energy of the swords. This is a curious mind. It's the foundation of wisdom. So being inquisitive and curious without experience, beginning a new path, beginning a new course, beginning something completely new that you're curious about, that is the foundation of wisdom. Even if you don't have the wisdom going into it, you'll have the wisdom coming out. So don't let the fact that you don't know enough about that situation hold you back from learning more. The Temperance is about equilibrium. It's about balanced energy. It's finding the right mix or the perfect balance. Are you putting in heart energy, emotions, mental balance, physical balance, and spiritual balance? It sits next to the Six of Wands. It's ruled by the energy of Leo. Leo, it's about your beautiful energy to shine, achieving, having victory. It's where you get noticed. It says your efforts are noticed. It's about that Leo energy of people looking up to you, being inspired by your energy, or you not being afraid to shine in front of other people. But finding the perfect mix of shining without appearing intimidating or overconfident. So getting that right mix of shining in your true authentic light, but not seeming too overbearing or overconfident. The Judgment. This is about awakening as an inner call. It's saying what truth is calling you to awaken and answer it. The truth here is the Knight of Swords. It's the strategist. It's finding answers outside of conventional thought. Looking at situations outside of the box. It's very Aquarian energy in the Suit of Swords. So looking at the situation, awakening and finding answers outside of the box. So maybe the solution isn't inside of the box. It is looking at the situation from another perspective, an outside perspective, a bigger perspective. We have Leo and Aquarius. They sit on the axis. Leo is they shine their light, the people admire them, they're great leaders, they are people look up to, they love fashions and trends and being in amongst people. Very playful energy, happy energy, charismatic energy, where the Aquarian energy on the opposite end of the pole axis is more about sitting on the outside of the collective, not having to do what everybody else has to do. Feeling like you can go your own way, do your own thing, not having to seek the approval of everybody around you. Now here we have an equilibrium, the Temperance trying to find balance. And the pole that's on the table, or the axis that's on the table, is the Leo-Aquarius axis, saying where do you feel you have to fit into society, and where does your heart say, I don't want to go with the flow of what everybody else is doing. I want to do my own thing. I want to be unique. And here we see a question that needs to be answered. Where do you find balance and harmony? You've got a new journey coming. You're beginning something new. Maybe it's a new course or some kind of new learning. but you're also trying to find balance. Maybe you're trying to find balance of doing and being successful. Fire energy is action energy. And balance of learning new things, strategy, thinking, thought, mental activity. So bringing new learning in, as well as action and doing. But it's a new beginning. Group 2, I hope it resonates with you. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you again next week. Group 3, to your midweek reading. I'm reading today with my new astrology tarot. This one I'm testing. So let's see what the cards want to reveal for you today, Group 3. The cards that you've pulled today is the King of Pentacles, the Fool card, the Judgment card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the World card. So let's see what their message reveals to you today. Group 1, starting with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in the upright position sits in very firm foundations. We've got ruled by Taurus energy here. Comfort zone, sit in stability and strengths. So sitting in confidence of knowing what your strengths are. This is giving me second house vibes. This is Taurus second house vibes of your confidence level, your skills, your resources, and how you make money. So the King sits very firm in this placement. I'm reading this as the upright version. For some of you, you're sitting in your comfort zone, not going too far out of your comfort zone. You've built a good stable container or a good stable foundation, and you really don't want to move too far away from that. But the traits and qualities of the Taurus King is that he is a good money person, great with finances, sitting in a powerful position when it comes to finances. Because of the sacrifices that he makes, because of the simplicity that he lives in. So the Taurus energy is quite simple. It's quite energies of just having comfort zone around you, just having the security, the peace, the senses heightened. Doesn't long for overseas travel, doesn't long for opulent spending. But very good mindset for wealth building, saving, and living a simplistic life so you can set up good, strong foundations for the future. Now, what the king is asking you, the king is saying, comfort is your gift, but don't let it be your cage. So here the King of Pentacles is saying, you've built a great foundation, great resilience in your efforts towards building wealth or setting good, strong foundations. Maybe you just don't like going out of your comfort zone. But maybe that can be a little bit of a cage too. And in the negative traits, the king can be stubborn to move forward into going outside of his comfort zone. So he sits with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles says that moment when all of the hard work pays off. It's the Independence card in the upright position, sitting with the King of Pentacles in the upright position, saying you are in good, firm foundations. You've worked very hard, whether you've been striving towards a goal or whether it's a financial goal. It is saying that your level of structure, simplicity, determination, stubbornness will lead you towards the independence that you require, the harvest. So while this is not about a moment of planting seeds, this is about a moment of what you do once those seeds are planted. the hard work ethic that you put in order to get to the end goal of the payoff, the rewards. And the Virgo energy that's representing here in the Nine of Pentacles, she says she's meticulous in doing what it takes to achieving the outcome. It's to-do lists, it's making goals, it's putting work, boots on the ground, in order to work through those goals to get to that end moment, that moment when the hard work will pay off. The Virgo has the structure, the ethics, and the virtues to put in the hard work. And the King has great foundations, building blocks, and simplicity. The lack of excess, doesn't need all that material possession, doesn't need all the excess. And these two great traits together is what's going to help you move forward. So the Fool comes in wanting to begin a new path. And the Fool's message is, are you willing to begin even without a map? So this means you may not have a blueprint of where it's all going to lead, or what the final outcome will be. We've got the Fool on the table, is the beginning, and we've got the World on the table, which is the end. So for some of you, you are opening new doors and closing old doors. For some of you, it's about planting seeds, working hard, setting foundations, using the best traits of the Virgo and the Taurus to get to the end goal. Three of Swords throws in a bit of a roadblock here. It says, truth is revealed through pain of imbalance. It shows where there is imbalance. Are you balancing your work ethic or your hardworking, grounded nature with living life, moving out of your comfort zone, exploring, traveling, living on the edge? Are you neglecting that part of yourself and instead focused on the end, focused on the end result or the payoff, the reward for your hard work and effort? But in the meantime, you're forgetting about the many other beautiful things that you're here to learn as a soul in this incarnation. So the Three of Swords in a reversed energy asks you to heal and rebalance what it is that you're forgetting as part of your soul's journey. Your soul's journey is not just here to plant a seed, to work hard, to stay in your comfort zone, to meet that end result. There's other things that you're here to learn as well. And the Three of Swords wants you to rebalance that energy. It means a little bit more fun and not all work. So maybe less work, more play, or balance out the energy of work and play. For some of you, it might be the other way around. The Judgment card, it says, what truth is calling you to awaken to answer the call? For some of you, I see it as a loss of direction, because a situation that you don't have experience in is presented itself to you. Maybe it requires other skills of living, skills of the opposition, skills of the Scorpio, which is in opposition to Taurus, to go deep, to face your fears, to face your shadows. Pisces energy in opposition to Virgo is saying, look outside of just your physical body. Are you paying attention to all of your needs, your emotional needs, your mental needs, your spiritual needs? Are you just focused on the physical, the money, the job, your body? Are you neglecting the higher parts of yourself, the Piscean parts of yourself? Are you just focused on the end result and forgetting to see the other parts of the journey that you were meant to learn? So the World card says, what are you completing? Are you finally ready to close all doors? Do you feel like you've learnt enough along the way? Do you feel like your life from beginning to end has to be more than just 9 to 5, going to work, getting paid, eating, sleeping, repeating? There has to be more than that. And the Three of Swords says, maybe the truth is being revealed of the things that you have to separate yourself from in order to have the full suit of alignment. That means your emotional body, that means your spiritual body, that means your mental body, and not just the physical body. So the real question that the cards are asking you is, do you have balance? Are you using your virtues and values in the best way possible? Are you understanding there's more to life from when you came into this life to when you go out than just working and eating? Are you asking what your purpose is beyond the physical body? And the Three of Swords is asking you to balance that energy. I hope it resonates. I hope you love the cards, and I hope you have a beautiful week. I will see you again next week.